Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Multiverse. I'm your host, Paul, joined with Angela.
Hello.
Jay.
Hello.
And Chandler.
Hello.
We're, I think every episode is a special episode, but I think today is a special episode because one of the corners of the multiverse that we're going to is the trailer park, because we got lots of cool trailers to review and talk about. So I'm super duper excited because I love trailers.
Trailer trash. Let's do it.
Yeah. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
There's a lot of good stuff this week. Or not week, but past couple weeks.
I would say even in the span of just a couple of days, we have had some pretty cool stuff come out. I'm excited about Black Widow, mainly because this is the first thing we're kind of seeing post Phase 3. Just excited. But it's interesting because the Black Widow movie is obviously not after Endgame, because we all know, spoiler alert, sacrifice yourself for the soul gem. My understanding for the chronology, it is set after Civil War, pre-Infinity War.
Yeah, because her hair isn't blonde
Ultron?
at all.
Is it before Ultron?
So she's probably going to dye it after.
No, it's after, because remember at the end of Civil War...
Oh, Civil War. See, I keep thinking Winter Soldier. And it's Civil War. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep, because, what was it? Because of the way Civil War ended, she was on Tony's side, but when she kind of took out Black Panther so that Steve and Bucky could escape. And then there's a whole scene with Tony and Black Widow where, they're gonna, like, Tony's like, they're gonna come looking for you.
Yeah.
That whole bit. So that's what that whole thing's supposed to be.
Got it. Okay.
That'd be a cool post-credit scene, because apparently we do have some reoccurring Marvel stars in there. William Hurt is back in this as Thaddeus Ross, which again fits the whole post-Civil War chronology. Mm-hmm. Rumor has it, at least according to IMDb anyway, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be back in this as Tony Stark.
What?
But I thought it would be a cool post-credit scene if she meets up with, like, Steve and
that would
Falcon.
be great.
Yeah, and she just dyes her hair blonde to be like, we're sisters.
Undercover sisters.
I love it.
Yeah. So I don't know. What I'm really excited about is that it's all going to be about Natasha Romanoff's past, which we've had. It's been hinted heavily in almost every movie she's been in. So, and even the trailer addresses that. There's like shots of Age of Ultron, Civil War, right. And so yeah, I'm excited to see. And it looks like we're seeing her family in this one. Like, apparently that girl she's fighting at the beginning is like her sister,
or it could be like more like we trained together
her
sisters.
comrade.
Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah. Also, in Age of Ultron, we have that flashback to her doing the ballet and stuff like that, and doing the shooting scene.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited. And we'll also get Rachel Weisz coming into this.
God bless her.
And I'm excited for David Harbour, who of Stranger Things. Mm-hmm. I love
Harbaugh. Right? Oh, is it Harbaugh?
I don't know.
Well,
how do you say his name?
I don't know. All I know is it's spelled
Harbour?
Well, there's an R in there. Harbour. But maybe the R is silent.
Maybe it's just because we're from Massachusetts.
Harbour. But him.
Harbour.
Yeah, but
I'm so excited to see him as a dad.
I kind of like the idea of him being like an old Red Guardian. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like, it still fits.
Well, like, just seeing him flexing in the mirror and stuff like that, but he looks badass as fuck with all those body tattoos. And then, like, it's very silly afterward with the, hey, this still fits.
Yeah. It's cool because he's
still fits.
Yeah. It's cool to see because he's like the Russian Captain America. Yeah. And so I'm excited to see his, like, shield and everything, so that should be really cool.
Or is it a hammer?
Well, it's a shield.
Or a sickle.
Or a hammer and sickle, yeah.
Well,
I
and
think Domino's getting into something.
so in the comic it's a shield, but who knows? Well, I'll say this.
It'd be funny if it was a Cyclone hammer.
Yeah. So I think what will be kind of cool because Marvel Legends they released one of their toy lines that's up for pre-order now, and one of the figures is the Red Guardian, and his figure has a shield, so maybe he'll have it. I don't know, but what were your thoughts though about the trailer? What's grabbing you? What's exciting you? Or just kind of eh?
I'm excited for it. I was a little disappointed initially because I was kind of hoping for a more grounded spy thriller, but like based on the trailer, it looks a little bit more like blockbustery superhero antics, which is fine. I'm still gonna watch it. It's still gonna be a great movie, but it's just like I want it a little bit more grounded, like because my favorite Marvel movie is still Winter Soldier,
right?
And like while it still has superhero elements, it was still pretty grounded.
Well,
so,
who knows? Maybe this might maybe all the big action pieces are the climax because like Winter Soldier, that was pretty grounded with the exception of the 3 helicarriers falling out of the sky. So maybe all the big action pieces because I'm hoping it's more like a female Jason Bourne.
Yeah, exactly.
With more hints of comedy to it.
Yeah, and more Russian accents. The password is moose and squirrel. We have a new we have a new member on our team at work, and she's Russian, like straight up Russia, and she used to be a professional Russian ballerina, and so the nickname we've been calling her is KGB.
That's kind of offensive, but okay.
I mean, she loves it though.
If she likes it, if she doesn't mind, it's fine.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Meanwhile, like every time you call her KGB, it's just like stupid Americans. Can't wait tomorrow.
I mean, probably, but she's a really good sport about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I fully support it as long as she's on board.
Well, yeah, that's sort of my rule of thumb. And especially when she kind of gave herself that nickname. My friends call me KGB. That is kind of badass, and as long as it's your idea and you're okay with it, I am fucking on board.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be funny if it was her initials and, like, she didn't think twice about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be insane.
My name is Catherine Gabby Borshka.
I love how 2 solid American names.
Yep.
I was gonna say at least like
they knew where she was going.
Catherine Gabby Borshka.
That'd be like the anime name for her.
Oh my god.
Catherine Gabby Borshka.
At least Gabrielle, or I don't know. But anyway, so Jay, how are you feeling about what we've seen for Black Widow?
I want Harbaugh as a dad. It's so great. I love seeing him as a dad. And he's just like a grumpy old man. And just like, it still fits on the end. She's just like, you are getting fat.
Yeah.
Just like, that's so Russian.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, I'm feeling good about myself. Let's take you down a few pegs.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing was just fun and interesting, and I'm just very excited to get a new Black Widow movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for all the fight choreography.
Oh yeah. And
her stunt double does a really great job.
Yeah.
You guys ever see the video of I think it was Scarlett Johansson's and I forget the actress's name, but the chick who played Elektra, their stunt doubles had a fight scene
What?
that they did together.
No.
That's cool.
It was pretty neat. It's on YouTube.
All right.
I wonder how Taskmaster is going to be in this. I'm not too fully sold on the costume yet.
I'm more sold after seeing it in action opposed to like just seeing a still frame picture of it.
Yeah.
Because the still frame picture, I was like, this looks fucking stupid. But then as soon as I saw
Crossbones,
it looked
Deathstroke.
right. Like as soon as like the color, like the editing came more into effect and stuff like that, it looks better to me, or at least with like the lighting and everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess I mean maybe it would be too much to expect like a full on like skull mask. Because maybe my
it seems like it's multiple villains too.
Yeah, you know what I would love to see because it's just set in Russia, like a Crimson Dynamo. I would that's like the Russian Iron Man. We sort of got that in Iron Man 2, but Just a full up like.
What if they just had Russian versions of everyone?
That would, yeah.
I mean,
would be fabulous.
That'd be awesome.
That would be.
And then they meet each other at the end, and that's where you get the like extra credit scene and like Tony Stark's like, or Robert Downey Jr.'s appearance in it. It's like, what are you supposed to be? Tin can? Some bullshit insult.
Yeah. I don't know. If they're doing like movies out of chronological sequence now, I totally want a Secret Avengers movie. Like if you could have like Steve and Falcon and Black Widow. Like, so they released a comic book that was supposed to be like kind of like bridge the gap between where everyone was after their last movie before Infinity War. And Steve Rogers and like his Secret Avengers crew, they were in Afghanistan and they were trying to stop terrorists who were using weapons that were powered by the Cosmic Cube.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Or like Spare Ultron part. It was something from another movie, and I was like, fuck, I want to see that movie. Hell yeah, bearded Steve.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and they're on the run.
They definitely need to veer away from like huge world-ending shit and just stick with like, and do like at least a couple of like low-key,
right?
Like this only affects us sort of shit,
right? Or like a small group of people, or like, yeah, it's like terrorist event, not saving the world, but collateral damage.
Like imagine Thor fighting the Demolition Crew.
Oh, the Wrecking Crew?
Yeah, that's it.
Bro, I want...
That'd be dope.
If
they, like, started with that.
Dude, the best part is Thor, I mean, he's still alive. Dude,
still getting this thing.
They could totally do the fucking Wrecking Crew. I love the Wrecking Crew. They're kind of one of my favorite, like Marvel villains. Like, they're just so, like... I think they premiered in, like, the late 60s. Like, they're just so... they're just deliciously campy. It's great, and and that was one of the things I loved about the Marvel cartoon that they did for the Avengers, the ones that I'm watching right now. The Wrecking Crew was actually, yes, I love that series. But the first time we see Thor is him actually fighting the Wrecking Crew, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, I remember fighting them in like the Ultimate Alliance games and stuff like that, and like them being powered up by Loki's bullshit.
Yeah,
and like doing all sorts of miscellaneous little side things, and like. They're super fun and campy, like you said.
It's great. That's like a bulldozer, pile driver. Yeah, that's great.
So, like, if we got more stuff like that, that'd be really cool. And I know, like, Chris Hemsworth is just like, I'll keep playing Thor until I like, die or you don't want me.
Which, if he does keep playing Thor forever, I would totally be down for, like a Jason Aaron Old Man Thor movie, because that stuff was great. Like if they ever did like a Thor God Killer thing, sorry, I just farted. And I came a little bit.
Bomb or whatever with like the multiverse of Thors.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was talking.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that first arc of Jason Aaron's run.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see like Odin Thor.
Yeah. With, like, the eye patch and everything, and, like, his, like, 3, like, granddaughters or whatever.
He is missing an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're on track.
I like where this is going.
Me too.
So, yeah, super excited for... Like, I'm more excited for Black Widow after seeing the trailer than I was for, like, the initial announcements, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Try and watch too much more and just kind of be, like... hopeful regardless, because a lot of trailers tend to give too much away.
Right, and usually the first trailer is great because it just shows just enough, whereas I feel like a second or third trailer is when they reveal the whole goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I remember being...
And there's no slow motion in it.
Right. I remember being really disappointed when the second Spider-Man Homecoming trailer came out, because it did the whole movie. It was like, I'm Spider-Man! Yeah. And, like, Tony's like, I'm taking the suit. Oh, I need the suit! And then it cuts to him, like, with his first pajama costume, and I'm just like, okay, so we know Peter has the suit, he fucks up, loses the suit, gets his redemption in the third act. It's like, don't give me... Yeah, like, I'm gonna fucking see the movie. I'm gonna spend $60 to see this movie. Why ruin it for me?
And that's just on popcorn.
Oh, God.
You gotta get the extra large limited edition bag.
Yeah. Also, speaking of spies and whatnot, No Time to Die.
Yes.
Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
pretty neat.
that looks fucking dope.
I definitely enjoy the newer Bond movies.
I think I only watched the first one.
Oh, Casino Royale.
Yeah. I
Yo,
don't
That's the
recall
one I
the other
haven't
ones,
seen.
but like I do like Daniel Craig.
you've got to watch Skyfall. Casino Royale is great, but watch Skyfall.
Skyfall's pretty incredible.
Is that the
Yeah,
only one
Skyfall's
he's
awesome.
done? Also,
No, this would be his.
Quantum
Wait.
of Solace.
Yeah, Casino Royale, Quantum of
Okay.
Solace, Skyfall, Spectre. So this is going to be his fifth movie.
damn, he's done a bunch then.
Well, he's
Who's done it the most as 007?
I think Roger Moore.
Okay.
Roger Moore who pretty much ended his Bond career as a fucking grandpa.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I think View to a Kill was his last Bond movie.
He was what, a couple of years older than like the actress's mom
Yeah, it
that
was
he
super
slept
gross.
with in the beginning.
Jesus.
Yeah. And he is just
That's
like
gotta be weird.
watching Roger Moore fight in those movies is like, oh, this is Mission Impossible. Because there is no way he should be pulling this shit off. Like, and also that movie makes no sense.
None.
But
I just
Christopher
remember
Walken.
watching Casino Royale and the scene where they're torturing him with the bottomless chair,
Oh, that's
getting his sack whacked.
Yeah,
And him
that's
just
a tough
laughing,
scene.
being like, "You're going to die, knowing that you've just been itching my balls."
Yeah. It's
That
kind of
was
a bad.
such a cool scene.
It's kind of a badass moment.
yeah.
I mean, Bond is sterile, but you know, yeah, it was kind of badass. Like a little bit more to the left.
That's
Um,
BBE, big ball energy.
Bottle that shit up, take it to go. But no, I love that they get. I'm gonna butcher his name, but I'm gonna try it anyway. It's a
Rami Malek.
Thank you, Chandler knew. I love it.
Rami Malek?
Yeah, he's like the Bond villain for this, and I love it. I love the cracked mask, and you can see part of his like weird.
Yeah, he's like kind of born to be a Bond villain, isn't
He
he?
really is.
Kinda, yeah.
He looks like he should be like a young Blofeld. Not that I mean, I love the Christoph Waltz is back as Blofeld from Spectre, but yeah, he looks like it's like Blofeld begins. But no,
The
it
cracked
just
Max is like creepy too.
yeah.
They did a good job on that.
It's really good, and they got it's a pretty solid production crew that they got going on, because I know that the director for No Time to Die is a Kari Joji Fukunaga. But the reason why I'm excited is because he has directed episodes of True Detective, Maniac for Netflix, Beasts of No Nation, and he also was a screenwriter for the first It movie, which I really liked. So he's got some pretty
Like the
solid.
original or the
The-
first remake?
The first remake.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely got a strong creative, talent
I like that
behind the
they're
camera.
introducing more 00 numbers too. With the
Yes, and I'm excited. I was telling Ange, I'm kind of excited that there is a black female 00, and we've seen her before. Actually, she was in another Marvel movie. She was in Captain Marvel. She was Carol's buddy.
Carol's buddy.
Yeah, the Rambo.
the best friend.
Yeah. So
Nice.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and I like that they've kind of brought back some of the other cast members from other Bond movies. Like you have Jeffrey Wright, who is Felix Leiter, his American agent liaison. Naomi Harris as Moneypenny. Ben Whishaw
a
as
love
Q.
interest?
She's always been a love interest. Like that's kind of what Moneypenny kind of is. She's like the
Now,
safety.
is she? Visually, it looks like there's a huge age difference between the two.
Well,
But
between
Daniel Craig looks way older than her, right?
Well, let's see here. So Naomi Harris, she was born in 76, and Daniel Craig, wow, 1920. Huh, he is aging well.
What?
Stop.
No. No, Daniel Craig. Let's see here. He was born in the year of our Lord 1968. So not too big of a age
There's not-
difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not creepy.
She just looks super young to me then.
Well, but there is the...
Black don't crack.
I was just gonna say it.
I mean, there's that true, but there's also the other actress who plays the love interest, that Leia Sado. She's a French actress.
Is that the blonde chick?
Yes. Now
that's who I was thinking of.
Yes, yeah. So she was born in 85, so she's our age.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what?
So that's where I was getting confused.
Got it. Okay. But I will say though that if there was somebody who was born in the 60s, aging like Daniel Craig,
Yeah.
just Daniel Craig in a wig.
He's super handsome.
Yeah, he's super duper.
Those piercing blue eyes.
Oh,
goddamn.
child. It's yeah.
Daddy.
You could get lost. You can get swim in those eyes.
You could.
I like the very subtle daddy.
But yeah, it looks super duper good. Yeah, and of course Ray Fiennes as M coming back. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it just looks great.
Looks fun. I'm looking forward to it more.
Oh,
than,
totally.
Like I have the previous Bond movies.
Yeah, I mean, so far the Daniel Craig Bond movies have been pretty good. Casino Royale and Skyfall being my two favorites. Skyfall though.
Oh, absolutely.
Is Skyfall the second or third one?
That was the third one.
I thought that was
Okay.
the last one they did was Skyfall.
No, last one was Spectre. That was
Oh, that's right.
That was when we saw in theaters with your parents.
I did not like the opening for Spectre.
I liked the credits. I still like the song.
Yeah.
That was the Sam Smith one, right?
No, it's the Bobcat Goldthwait one.
Oh.
I love Bobcat.
I know. I love Bobcat too. I just don't know if he's gonna be. Just don't know if he's suitable for the voice of Bond.
Yeah.
A Bond song.
A Bond song. It's not as sultry as we're used to.
Yeah.
Well, I only ever imagine him from Police Academy.
Yeah, that's how all anybody ever really imagines him. We have this app called Calm, where they have these celebrities like reading sleep stories. Like they have fucking what's his face from Game of Thrones, Tyrion's buddy, or sometimes buddy.
Oh, the dude that played Braun that I met?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Braun. Braun.
He does a couple of sleep
That
stories.
I tied in Stone, Paper, Scissors with.
Yes. He does a couple of good sleep stories. Bond girl Eva Green does one. But I was thinking, God, can you imagine if like Bobcat Goldthwait did like a sleep story guided meditation?
Have you guys watched Big Fat Quiz Show?
I did.
Yes, when
mentioned
you
it
were
before.
over.
Yeah, didn't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Now you were drinking a
I
lot.
just know that Huh? I just remember what's his name? The Tyrion's dad. He does a lot of readings of like miscellaneous books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's one specifically where he's reading a novel from like a teenage chick, and it's just like, this is totes amazing, said Barbara.
I think
it's just great.
my favorite, I don't know what show it was, definitely English, but Christopher Walken reading Lady Gaga lyrics.
Oh, that must be so good.
You gotta check it. It's doing Poker Face.
Oh wait,
Go to
remember
Hold'em,
somebody
Texas,
did a mashup.
please.
Yeah, somebody did a mashup of
Yep.
Christopher Walken, Cartman, and someone else doing the whole Lady Gaga song.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Poker Face.
With a poker face.
Yes. Now, I want to dive into the 80s with the Wonder Woman trailer.
Is it really though?
I mean, it says it's 1984. But
Okay. So
It's definitely 1984.
I've been pretty quiet because like I'm excited for, Black Widow. I'm really excited for Bond, and I am concerned with Wonder Woman. I am concerned.
Agreed.
Deeply concerned. And I think I have a fair reason to be with DC's track record of like just ruining stuff. And I think that they lucked out with the first Wonder Woman. I think mostly because they basically just took the plot of Captain America First Avenger and did that, but they had that whole sequence with her coming out of the trenches that was just so empowering and so amazing. And I think that I think like I think at least like 60% of my love for the first Wonder Woman movie was just the fact that it didn't suck. Like, I was just so relieved, you know? Like, oh my god. Like, you know, when food just tastes better because, you know, when you have, like, a near-death experience, like, you could eat, like, literally the crappiest shit from, like, Taco Bell, and it's, like, it tastes just like you might as well just be having, like, a steak dinner. Like...
Just got out of prison.
Yeah, the just got out of prison. Yeah, exactly. So... I want to be excited for this, and because the idea of Wonder Woman in like 1984 is just like, oh yeah, these are things that I will love, but I just know DC and I don't want them to ruin this. And the first clue to me that I was like, okay, this isn't gonna be what it could be, and they're screwing themselves a little bit, is the hair isn't nearly big enough. Like, not even close. Not even close. Like, close. Kristen Wiig, like, they literally just gave her, like, a hair crimper and called it a day. And it's like, no. She needs at least, like, 3 cans of hairspray, and it needs to be teased with the crimping as, like, an accent. That's how, like, 80s hair
talking
is.
Volume,
you know what
baby.
I mean? like her I mean, there was a shot with... like Diana like wearing like a suit jacket that had shoulder pads, but it's like those shoulder pads aren't nearly big enough. Like nothing is boxy enough. Like like she's wearing this like drapey white dress, and like that's too romantic for the 80s. The 80s
it's
were
like a streamlined 80s.
Huh? What?
It's like a streamlined 80s. It's like a streamlined 80s.
Like, she looks too good. Like, she looks so clean and, like, crisp. And it's like, where is the fuchsia blush? Where is the bushy brows? Like, there's so much body hair in the 80s. And it's just like, what is going on? What is happening? Like, all they had to do was watch any episode of Dynasty, and it's like, oh, that's what we're going for. And it just, like, I don't know. So I'm concerned, because I'm afraid that they're just kind of reaching towards our demographic. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being catered to, but... like the whole 80s thing, and everyone's like, oh, everything's got to be retro, and we're all about nostalgia, and it's just like, you know, not everything gets to be Stranger Things.
They might be trying to copy Thor Ragnarok a little bit with some of their
and that's
style with stuff.
Well, Thor Ragnarok, I felt like that's what Aquaman was they were trying too hard to be Thor Ragnarok, and I'm afraid that this is they're trying to preemptively like get the Love and Thunder crowd. Like they're trying to jump on that, and it's just like you can't. It's something entirely different. And Wonder Woman in the 80s, like the hair should be huge because she's like trying to blend in like a normal person in the 80s. She is not gonna have that sleek hair. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be overly processed.
She's just way ahead of her time, living in like 2019.
Yeah, like she shouldn't fit like modern aesthetics at all. Like I want to see people who would have been hot in the 80s. And like they threw a fucking fanny pack on that guy.
Yeah, Steve Trevor.
It's like people didn't wear
like
their
Urban
fanny
Outfitters
packs
80s.
in the front like that. They're called fanny packs because they wore them on the butt.
Yeah.
Like you're wearing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Like
if they were wearing it at the front, they'd be called crotch pockets.
Crotch pockets. Yeah, seriously. Like I just
exactly.
I'm just a little like it's too pretty. It's way too pretty. Like 1984, like shit was gaudy. This is like coming off of the backs of the 70s when things were just getting like more and more and more like hyped and synthetic, like fashion wise, and like the 80s just took it to the extreme. And like I
think the only thing I liked about the trailer was just her outfit as like dressed as Wonder Woman, like her full armor and everything. And the lasso looked way cooler. I didn't like that she was like swinging through the jungle with lightning bolts.
Yeah, like swinging, like using the lasso and latching onto lightning bolts. That was like Paul's.
I don't know. I fucking loved that.
That's pretty cool. And I'm hoping that we have a moment like like we did in the first one with her coming out of the trenches and just like being like that awe-inspiring hope and like just like, yeah, fuck yeah, being women is awesome, you know, like it just I want to feel that. But like then they showed that slow motion of her like the bullet coming that she cocked like out of the gun that she's gonna like hit with her bracelets, and I'm just like, what? Like, I don't know, it just seems I'm worried that this is gonna suck.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be good,
and I just don't think that anybody
like,
has the right.
A little too like theatric.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has the right to ruin Wonder Woman. It's like, how dare you? How dare you?
It's also my mindset with most trailers in general too, with like, if there's too much slow motion, it's going to be a bad movie. Mm-hmm. And that trailer is 63% slow motion, probably.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the other Wonder Woman movie had slow motion bits in it too.
But I think that movie is only a 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10. I don't think it's a great movie. It was just moderately good.
It didn't suck. It didn't suck. Right. And that's what I was like, so relieved about.
DC's best was not sucking with one movie until Shazam.
Because you know what this movie doesn't have that the first one did? Fucking Princess Bride with her 3 arrows doing a leap, like fucking that's what that movie had on like the fucking island.
And they're making a love story again too.
Well, I mean, but we still get shots of Themyscira though for the 84 one.
Yeah,
they're probably like flashback scenes though.
But they're like running on things, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like they don't have. If it's a flashback scene, then it would be great to have Princess Bride in it. But I'm just gonna call her that.
Robin Wright.
That's fine.
Princess Bride. That's who she is to me. And
Princess Buttercup.
Yes.
Right. Just want to make sure it was Buttercup.
Yes.
Not Butter Stuff.
Not Butter Stuff. Nobody ever called her that.
Just H. It's like, oh, you mean HR Shove and stuff? HR.
Ooh, everybody stop. Yeah. So those are like my feelings, and I'm nervous. I'm nervous, and I don't like it when a trailer makes me nervous because I have enough in my life making me nervous.
Just don't watch the trailer ever again.
I don't think I can.
Just ignore it, and then.
And that's the thing. I'm gonna go see this
movie. Oh shit, that's out.
I have to go see this movie. Like I have to.
I just
and
hope
I will.
that Sorry. I just hope that they just. My problem with the first movie was that it was like really cool until like the end where they had like this like stupid Dragon Ball Z fight, and I was just hoping for a little bit more like better like more practical combat and like melee and like kind of like fighting choreography. Kind of like I wish they would have took more cues from like the Russo brothers in their fight scenes, because like Wonder Woman's like one of the best combatants ever, and she's like trained in the art of war and fighting. So I just want to see more like actual fighting and not like spinning around in like slow motion like bracelet hitting and
yeah.
Right.
It's a personal gripe. I just want to see just a little less like polish and more like CGI. Gritty fighting. Because
like,
less CGI.
She's been training
more, like, actual
in hand-to-hand combat and everything like that too for these movies.
Right. She shouldn't be like spinning around on her like
Conan
knees
doing
and like
weapon training.
So it's just like.
Yeah, no, it's just too clean. It's too clean. Yeah. Nothing was clean in the 80s. Nothing.
Except that feeling after a good sniff of cocaine. Am I right, boys?
All right, good stuff.
Clean that mirror.
Her power and stuff like that too. Because she's like just doing hand-to-hand combat.
What?
Not punching through people, but like hitting a bullet so hard that it hits someone.
Yeah.
A second later.
I think Paul just hit the nail on the head. I think that's what's bothering me is I'm getting no sense that way too much cocaine is happening. And that's like, it's like, I think that's what it is. It's like it's not the 80s. Not enough cocaine is happening.
I don't know. Pedro Pascal's character looks like he's got some cocaine going on.
Yeah, he definitely is doing coke.
I love him, by the way. And I'm happy to see that beautiful face, because we're not getting that face in Mandalorian until you...
He's so much better in Mandalorian, no matter what is going on. He's becoming such a loving father, and we can talk about this another time.
Yeah, we got to do a Mandalorian episode when that season ramps up. But, okay, so at this point, I just say I'll be cautiously optimistic for Wonder Woman.
That's fair. One of us needs to be.
Yeah, I guess that'll be me. Because because the trailer didn't wow me the way the other trailers did. Like but we'll see what happens. Again, cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. You never know what might happen.
True.
You know what I'm really excited for though? Ghostbusters.
I thought for sure you were gonna do like a who you gonna call thing. I don't know. See, I couldn't do it. Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Bustin', 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 bustin'.
Feel good.
Yes. What I loved about this Ghostbuster trailer was how unlike the other. It's like so unlike the other Ghostbusters movies. Like I like that it's not like in some sort of like, it's not in New York or some other city. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Like the shot of the Ecto-1 driving through that field. I love it. I don't know what it is, but I just think that was just such. It's like that when that teaser poster came out. Like I was sold. I was like, I don't know what's happening, and that's I think what I liked about it.
I've come up with like several theories of things that I would love to see happen in it. Like if Rick Moranis and Annie Potts are in this as a couple still, I'll be so happy. And if the original crew comes back as ghosts and give them advice on what to do, I'd be really happy with that too.
Well, we do know that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, actually a lot of the cast,
full original cast as far as I know.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Rick Moranis, but I haven't heard that confirmation or not.
Well, yeah, Rick Moranis is not coming back, but you have Ernie Hudson as Winston.
Nice.
And then Sigourney Weaver.
Oh yeah.
Dana Barrett. And Annie Potts. But
can't wait for her.
Yeah, it'd be kind of funny because it's all about how Egon, right? Because I'm assuming Egon is the grandfather.
I'm hoping.
That's my guess also, because he's the one that passed away.
Right.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah. May he rest in peace.
Right.
So I'm thinking, because that's sort of kind of, it's a good way of kind of, it's a nice lead-in for a new generation as well as, like you said, Jay, not, it's just explaining.
So can I, because I don't know if our mic is going to be picking this up, Paul has been having an epic tug of war with Domino in the background, so I don't know if you're hearing like huffing and things tearing, that is...
Just occasional tapping of like the claws on the ground, but outside of that...
Okay, because it's epic right now, and I'm just like, oh my God.
And the volume changes occasionally from like talking over here to talking over here.
That's because she's literally dragging me away from the microphone.
She's a tough underbite.
She does.
Yeah, I'd say the younger brother of the kids that moved there looks a lot like Egon. With like the hair and glasses and face
that's a
structure and
girl.
everything. Is that a girl?
Yeah.
Well, then the little sister, I don't know. Either way, they look like they would be related regardless.
Yeah. Totes. She definitely looks like she could be a child of Egon.
Yeah.
Or a grandchild of Egon.
I'm glad that it's not like all of our grandkids are best friends and now we're passing it on to them.
Yeah. I love that Paul Rudd is...
So that's always a bonus.
I'm always on board for Paul Rudd.
Absolutely.
And you know what... And honestly, this is what I wanted that other Ghostbuster movie to be, that Answer the Call movie. Like, I was totally on board with it being an all-female cast, but I thought it was going to be like a passing of the torch, like the way this is kind of getting it set up to be.
Right.
I love this is okay. Honestly, this is one of the things I love about sort of the time that we're living in movies, that we get sequels that are decades, apart from the original. It's like the way Blade Runner 2049 was. I like how that there were these events that have had these lasting impacts decades later, and that's what the movie's about. So I loved Paul Rudd being like, oh my God, Dude, New York in the 80s was like literally The Walking Dead, and they have like the news footage of like the Ghostbusters like showing up to that building. Like that's what I wanted that new Ghostbusters movie to be like. You know, it's like you have such a great franchise, like why reboot it? You know, it's not like ghosts are a one-time thing. Like, you know, it's so deeply rooted in our cultures in general. Like there's no end to
it was like
ghosts.
A vessel for Paul Feig's comedy.
Ugh, yeah. And it killed me.
It was just like Paul Feig's like comedy brand with like a Ghostbusters shell.
Pretty much. And but I mean, I feel like he still could have done that with some acknowledgement of and that's the thing that kind of killed me about some and I know there are people who are like this, but it sort of like killed me when people are like, oh, you just didn't like it because you know you just don't like an all-female cast. And it's like, that is true of some people, not of me. Like, I thought it was an okay movie, but not what it
could have been great.
Yeah,
it could have been great with an all-female cast. But like the fact that they had to reboot it is like
like if you had that cast under, say, the guidance of Dan Aykroyd, like if he was showing them, you know, like if he was like there, kind of like the way, you know, The Last Jedi was.
Hiring people, even, like, I don't even need, like, an Obi-Wan type, like, guidance.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like, oh, they're just, like, the new crew. They needed jobs or like, something, you know? Just, like, kind of, like, a passing of the torch that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think it's neat that they're doing it like Paul Rudd showing them all that video too, because it's like they weren't actually alive for that generation.
Right. Yeah.
So it's neat for them to like learn about that little history that wouldn't be taught in their schools or anything.
Yeah, I love. He's like, oh, is this like a Ghost Trap replica? And she's like, a replica of what? Like, yeah. So he's kind of, I think Paul Rudd's gonna literally be that story device where he's kind of like explaining to those other, like, the newer audiences who have never seen Ghostbusters, which if you have kids and they haven't seen Ghostbusters, you're failing as a parent.
Ooh, shots fired.
I wonder if they're gonna have like Zool again. That'd be neat.
That would be neat.
Yeah, that could be cool. But
I support it.
But yeah,
because they had the growling with the what looked like the demon claw on the hood.
Right. Yeah, and then what the best part is about that trailer, I really can't, like, I hate when you watch a trailer and you can kind of roughly piece together what that 3-act structure is going to be for the movie. Whereas this, it's like, I don't know, it could be going, like, I mean, did Egon go out there because of that ghost force that's in the middle of nowhere? Like who knows?
For, like, research, or did he keep all the storage stuff there and it's starting to leak?
Yeah, like, who knows? Yeah, like, what if below the ground was that big red fucking safe-looking thing that stored all the ghosts? Which would explain why you see Slimer in the trailer.
Slimer's always in it. He's iconic.
Excuse me. Sorry, I just made a Slimer. No, I think it's...
All right, Dad.
No, I think... I mean, granted, I feel like that you couldn't have a Ghostbusters movie with Slimer, but it would explain why Slimer is in that particular region.
Yeah, it looked like they were chasing after Slimer in Ecto-1 too, with the little sidecar thing.
That was dope.
It's neat seeing Ecto-1 have like these little features that we didn't know about before too.
Right. I feel like, it almost kind of feels like it's like an action figure piece. Like, wait, did my Ecto-1 have a gunner seat? I feel like it probably could have, and if not, the new batch of toys will.
Definitely.
Yeah. But no,
But it looks real cool. I'm real excited for that one.
Oh, totally. Good
actors and everything.
And you know what I loved too about that trailer was I thought it was such a great little audio clip from Bill Murray from the first one. Like, call it fate. Call it karma. Like, you know, I love that was included into the trailer.
I'm excited to see what his role is, because I know originally he made jokes back in the day that was like, yeah, I'll never be in another Ghostbuster movie unless they kill me off in the first scene.
So, it sounds like it's got like a Harrison Ford type complex thing. I heard that was the reason why they got him into do Star Wars. Because he always wanted Han Solo to die. Like, he was pushing for Han Solo to die in Return of the Jedi. And I guess apparently the rumor goes that one of the big sales pitch was like, hey, if you come back for Force Awakens... Yeah, if you come back for Force Awakens, it'll only be for one movie, because we'll kill the character. And Harrison Ford, I think, was like, it's like, I think he said yes, let's go.
He's like, all right there, Sonny.
Yeah.
You got
You'll
yourself
fall to your
a heck
death.
of a deal.
Yeah. Because that's the way.
Y'all ever see David Blaine doing magic for Harrison Ford?
No, what?
I did not know that was a
Yeah.
thing that existed.
Yeah, David Blaine goes to Harrison Ford's house and does a card trick where his card ends up being inside of one of the oranges that's in his fruit bowl. And so he has Harrison Ford cut the orange in half, takes out the card, and he looks at David Blaine right in the eye and just goes, "Get the fuck out of my house."
That's awesome.
That is pretty great.
Actually, I like that Harrison Ford commercial where it was like Amazon Prime where his dog was ordering like pallets of like dog food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good stuff.
I would say
What else do we
so.
got?
Oh, and there was also Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy looks fun. An NPC becomes the main character.
Who becomes the main character?
A non-player.
Oh, aha. I just figured out the plot of the movie. I mean, I did. I liked it. I
Day
watched
in
that
and
not
day out.
knowing what the hell was going on. I'm like,
Yeah.
is this like a live-action Wreck-It Ralph?
Kinda.
Yeah.
That's what I was
You
thinking.
could call it that.
Okay.
Pretty much just the NPC is just becoming sentient. It's like, I'm gonna break out of the norm. Puts on the glasses from one of the players, and it becomes a video game for him instead of life.
That's cool. I thought also find it interesting that it's Boston, which I always felt like was an Unreal video game layout.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, yeah, because they got like the custom house, like, and like the part where they filmed in like downtown is like, it's like not too far from the Seaport District. Like it's almost like kind of near downtown Crossing. They actually film a lot of like stuff there because they film scenes from Surrogate there.
The financial district, yeah.
Yeah, they also filmed RPD, which also featured Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
They make all these cool movies after I leave. Loves a bit of next.
I think
Loves a bit of,
RPD was before you left.
yeah, but I said no to that.
Nobody saw it until after you left, though.
Yeah, but yeah,
Oh.
that would have been a fun movie to be like an extra in. I got thrown through a plate of glass.
You see me walking in the background? That's me. I'm walking in the background. I'm
No.
ordering a hot dog.
My kind of like my only like extra claim to fame was like being seen in that movie with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore.
Fever pitch.
Thank you. I forgot the name of the movie. Yeah, there's like a scene where like I think it's like after he gets like where he and Drew Barrymore break up and he's like all depressed and my dad and I are sitting a few rows in front of him.
Nice.
So my
Also,
plan,
go and check that out.
yeah, my plan is that if I ever get big and I'm on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, I'd be like, yeah, no, I loved working with you. Yeah, because this was you and I had this great scene. I thought it was great chemistry, and they play it. You know, that would be my
That's awesome.
yeah.
Just like, this is the first time we've met. Well, no, actually, we've met before.
Yeah.
Funny thing.
Did we lose Chandler? Is he asleep?
No, I'm right here. I'm leaning. I'm on my shoulder. I'm on my side. The
That
I
is
thought
hilarious.
you were asleep. Your breathing was so calm. I was like, oh, I think we lost him.
Chandler actually sent this really cute picture that he took when
I'm sitting on the floor, so it's like hard to sit up.
when the screen froze.
Aww.
See, Jay's looking all cute and smiley, and I'm doing my best Chris Evans laughing meme.
Yeah, you are. Oh, you know what? My skin looks great.
It does.
It looks so good.
It's a good
does.
photo of all of us.
I look
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yay.
Even though my eyes are downcast and I'm in the shadows,
You-
I look so pretty.
Always look pretty.
Angela, you're a
Lurking
dog.
was never prettier.
Chandler said from half of his screen or half of his face hidden behind the.
Just the very
He's like
bottom
pulling
right
a
corner.
Hasselhoff right now.
Yeah,
just like
just
laying on
eating
the
a
floor.
cheeseburger.
I need a burger.
No, that should have been like, you know, that would have been a great time for Chandler to go like, oh, my skin looks so pretty, and Chandler's going, can I see?
Oh yes. Damn.
Or just like I want more of my milkshake.
Oh god. I wish I could make that my ringtone. Like, oh, someone's calling. Can I see?
Every time you get a text. Can I see? Can I see?
No, never mind. I want
Can
that
I
last
see?
in my ringtone. Oh golly. Then
That
this
was
is
nice.
yeah, that was beautiful.
I think we did it.
We did it. Shut it down.
We
We-
did it.
That's our trailer trash.
Yeah. Trailer trash in a trailer park.
Yeah.
Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, so needless to say, we're pretty excited, except for Wonder Woman. But otherwise, 2020 is looking like a pretty good year for movies.
Yeah.
Franchise refreshers.
At least those ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's
True.
plenty of other trash-looking things coming out.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Jumanji. Ugh.
I loved that last one, though.
I really like the last one. The new one doesn't look good.
I'm excited for it.
I mean, I think...
Really?
Yes.
Okay. To each their own.
But you know what, though? I had
Ooh.
I had low expectations for the other...
The shade, Jay. Jesus.
I just said to each their own.
The shade.
The shade.
I'm not gonna be like, hey, you're wrong or anything like that. Just, if you enjoy it, cool. If I enjoy it, cool. If neither of us enjoy it, then that's fine too.
Yeah.
We can just shit on it together.
I had low expectations for the other one, and I got pleasantly surprised.
Me too.
Right, same.
So, it was good stoof. That being said, we are at that time of the episode where we talk about what we've been reading, what we've been watching, what we've been doing or not doing.
I got my Christmas shopping done for the parties I'm going to soon.
Cool.
So there's that.
Nice.
I don't think I've really read anything for the most part.
Yeah.
I started reading a thing for one of our future episodes, but I'm only like 15, 20 pages into it. What anime is out? I don't know. I can't think of anything. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty
There you go.
and talking shit to like teenage kids. I've been playing this game since before you were even fucking alive. I beat
Awesome.
Pokemon too.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it's a. We'll do a review on it at some point, Chandler and I and my friend, hopefully.
Yeah. And I'll just be asking questions because I haven't touched it. I'd
Yep.
be like, oh, did you play as the Pikachu?
I did not. I don't like
Without a
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
I think.
Did you
I don't
find a
think Pikachu's
Dragon
cute.
Ball?
I found a Pokeball.
Uh-huh.
That's close. Yeah,
Well, all right then.
All right.
that's it for me. I might think of something while someone else is talking. I mean, I've obviously been watching Mandalorian,
Yeah.
Yes. That's been good.
and I just want to protect Baby Yoda.
Mm.
It makes me want to be a father so that I can just protect.
Oh.
Right?
It's
Who's
beautiful.
next? I'm trying to fill in space.
Chandler, what you been doing?
Haven't been consuming too much media. I've been juggling 2 books. I'm still reading my family history thing. I'm kind of slowly getting through that. It's pretty dense. I'm also reading this book called The No Contact Rule, which is by this really awesome writer / podcast host called Natalie Liu, who does the Baggage Reclaim, which is a podcast series. This book is about, she mostly talks about kind of emotional unavailability and kind of how to navigate relationships and setting good boundaries.
Oh.
And this book is one of her other books called The No Contact Rule, which is if you're in a kind of a toxic relationship or have toxic friends, how to kind of properly set healthy boundaries and to kind of not fall back into that trap. I mean, not currently experiencing that at the moment.
I was about to
but,
say, are you
always
trying to
good
tell us something?
Oh, I think that's
No.
really good for you, Chandler, because you're so you're just so easygoing with things and people around you that it's easy for people to take advantage of you. So I think this is really important, and I'm really proud of you. Good job.
Yeah, no, this is definitely helping me because
the other
I definitely
hand,
realize
I'm gonna
that
keep
that kind of
feeding you
personality
food every time you
type
come over.
attracts. It magnetizes those kinds of people. So it's just kind of I have to be very good about being firm and not
Yeah, because
tolerating
you you're more of a like sorry kind of guy as opposed to like get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah. Learned a
Chandler,
lot.
I'm just gonna
Really
keep
good.
tricking you into being my friend by feeding you every time you come over.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Man. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Self-improvement.
self-improvement's the best.
Totes.
Yeah.
It can be a good time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've been reading.
I can go.
Okay.
I am watching Steven Universe Future.
Oh, so
And
good.
it's so good. It's so good. It's very interesting and I love it. And yeah.
That's a great review.
Thank
Do you
you.
want to like tackle it more, but like what like
I sang. I think that says it all.
Did you not hear the tone of my voice?
yeah.
I just
think that's enough.
sang.
Fucker. It's like, Chandler, I need to borrow that book about toxic relationships.
Yeah.
The hell you do.
I still haven't seen the movie yet. I need to find somewhere that I can watch it.
You gotta watch the movie
I
before
don't
you
have
watch
cable
this
at my house,
series.
so I should just illegally download it. Because we still need to have a Steven Universe episode at some
Fuck
point.
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. So, and I've just been playing a ton of Mario Kart Tour.
Nice.
Is it the phone one?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really good.
Because they change the tour like every week. You get like a new like
Really?
series of courses.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's really good, and it's
and
so
it's free.
and it's free unless you like buy stuff in the game, which I have been guilty of doing.
Which now we're in debt again.
So it's freemium.
Well,
Oh, no.
actually, I just signed up with their gold because I play so much, and it's just like I love like souping up my carts and my gliders and my characters, and it's just like it's really cool.
Well, you know what though, Angela, I always thought that you had a really good point when it came to in-app purchases when they're free. It's like, listen, if you're enjoying it, there's no harm in like tossing it some money.
Yeah, and I
Your
mean
way.
we
Totally.
do what is it like
As long as
$5
you're
a
within
month
reason.
or something?
Oh yeah.
Isn't it like $5 a
Yeah.
month or
Yeah.
something like that? And like yeah, but you get like extra rubies and coins and stuff, and it's just really fun, and I'm having a blast, and I like the challenges, and I feel like that you don't get to this because I feel like with a lot of mobile games you get to like a wall where you're just like okay because it's the same thing over and over
Right.
and over and over. And this it's not.
Yeah.
You're getting like something different. Like right now we're in London. Last week, where were we?
France?
No, that was the week
Japan?
before. Was the France tour?
Nepal?
The week before was
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Monaco.
Oh my god! If they did a Sheboygan tour, that'd be amazing.
Hey, where's Mario Kart this week? Sheboygan!
Yeah, so we're in the London tour right now, and that's going to change over tonight. So I'm excited to see where we go from
Yeah.
here. Oh, last week was the winter tour. That's what
right,
it was,
yeah.
the winter tour. So they had like a lot of the winter courses from like the old Mario Kart game and stuff, and it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Nice.
Indubitably.
Yeah, the way I've always seen it is if you're getting like $5 worth of fun or like $10 worth of fun, whatever, out of it,
Yeah.
then it's worth it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
spent more on dumber stuff.
Yeah, like
Same.
I'm not, and it's like I'm not using that $5 for crack, so it's cool.
Right. That was the exact
Fair enough.
excuse I used to
Please
give my
don't.
parents when I was reading comic books.
I'm going
Like,
to show you
God.
guys the t-shirt I just bought. This is a dumb purchase, but a fun one. While I grab my shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Oh, and he's back.
Got some great
Good,
PJ
you had
pants.
plenty of time. I'm just showing you guys, like, casually.
Aww.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh. Yeah. Can I see?
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, I like that T-shirt and that.
Responsibility saddens me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I've been taking a break from X-Men, because I just kind of got a little X-Men out. So I think I mentioned last time I went back to the 60s and started reading Fantastic Four, which is cool because I read the first appearance of Doctor Doom. And all of its campy glory.
Doctor Doom's dope.
I love Doctor Doom. He's probably one of my favorite villains. There's a new Marvel Legends Doctor Doom figure that's supposed to be coming out this month, and I'm so excited for it because the detail on him is fucking crisp. So reading Fantastic Four. I've also been reading some of the old school Avengers. And it's actually just got to, I think it's Avengers 6 where they find Captain America. So that's been kind of fun, just doing a lot of the retro stuff. And I guess that's really it, though. I really haven't kind of read anything too different. But we've been enjoying Harley Quinn on the DC Universe app.
Yeah,
that's been really good.
That was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, the DC Universe app is good. And yeah, I feel like that's kind of all I've been doing, really. Nothing too groundbreaking, but the DC Universe app and the Marvel Comics app are great, especially with the Marvel, because you get so many comic books that are digitized, and it's rad. So I'm enjoying that immensely, and that's it. I feel like I like Jay. I feel like there was something else that I've enjoyed watching. Well, you know what I watched today that I really enjoyed? Trading Places.
It's a great movie.
A fucking great movie. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh God, yeah, I remember
so
that.
She's so good looking in that movie too.
I think that's actually the first time I saw boobs. Was like coming home from school.
I think I've only ever seen it on TV.
Yeah, I saw it. I
haven't seen boobs in that movie. There's boobs.
Oh, bro, it's considered one of it's one of the most paused scenes. You know, since when VHS came out, that was the scene that people would pause for. But yeah, because I remember coming home from school and it was on HBO or something. I used to we had a couple of movie channels, and so I watch movies when I come home from school. I remember watching that and loving it. And then that scene she takes her top off, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I'm supposed to be seeing this. I feel so grateful.
Seen it on Comedy Central.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta check it out. And Trading Places is so great. The comedy. It's still hilarious, and it's so timely, especially about the wage gap, Yeah. So it's still very timely and hilarious, and watch it. Not comic related, but it's kind of also one of my favorite not Christmas movies.
Because it's definitely a Christmas movie.
Because I would say so, and iTunes agrees with me because it's in their holiday selection on there.
Heck yeah.
Because
what are the old dudes' names again? Mortimer and what?
Yeah, well, I know they're brothers. It's like Duke and Duke, but it was I forget the names, but it's Mortimer
and something. Because I remember they're in Coming to America also as homeless people.
Yeah, that's right. And they're Mortimer, we're back. That's one thing.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, that's one thing that I really liked about the Landis movies is that they're all kind of interconnected. And one of my favorite things is that in every movie that he did, there's a poster or an advertisement for a movie called "See You Next Wednesday."
Really?
Yeah, it's a poster hanging up in Jamie Lee Curtis's room. There's a Subway advertisement for it in Coming to America. I think it's actually the movie that they're watching in An American Werewolf in London, or at least they did a movie poster for that. So it's just kind of this kind of funny reoccurring gag. See you next Wednesday. Was it Waldorf? Hold on, I'm just gonna go to IMDb. I think I might be getting the two old dudes from
Waldorf and Mortimer sound accurate.
Trading Places.
I think I remembered something. I might be seeing Ernest Saves Christmas for the first time tomorrow.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, it's
both the Ernest movies.
Looks like it's Morris and Richard, according to IMDb.
You didn't see Santa Buddies. That was torture.
Really?
Wait, what's torture?
You had to watch it for work. It was really brutal. Santa Buddies.
Santa Buddy? I haven't seen Santa Buddies.
What is that?
It's a part of the Air Bud franchise where all their Air Bud kids they
God
go on Christmas adventures. Yeah,
At
I
least
had
they
to
have
watch
puppies,
it. It was
right?
really brutal.
Sitting through
Yeah, there were puppies. It was just like
children's movies when you do not have children is so painful.
yeah.
Because I had to watch Baby
Yeah.
Geniuses in the theater.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof.
It was awful.
So sorry.
There's that other one on Disney Plus right now too. Bill Hader and Anna Kendrick.
Oh,
like
Noel?
First Noel or something
Yeah.
like that.
Noel.
Is it just Noel? I don't know. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't look like something I want to watch.
I'll probably watch it because I like
It's
Bill
just the Anna
Hader.
Kendrick vehicle.
Yeah, like. Wait, you don't like Anna Kendrick?
Well, I think she's just kind of crammed down our throats.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fair.
It's personal opinion.
I actually, you know what's
Personal
funny?
opinion.
We were at Angela's parents' house, and there were 2 commercials back to back that she was in. There was like a Lay's commercial. They like the Lay's chips, and then there was like something else. And I was like, damn, was she in both commercials?
Like, I think she's cool. But it's like I think it seems to kind of like space out the marketing a little bit. It's just like Anna Kendrick, Anna Kendrick, Anna Kendrick. It's like, oh my god, guys, stop. But,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, at least something good came from the Twilight series, you know what I mean? Like,
I
loved
love
her in
Twilight?
camp. I loved camp. That was awesome.
I thought she was fun in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, she was. But I love, she tweeted,
Yeah.
it was so funny, it was a screenshot of Twilight, and the tweet was, oh my god, I forgot I was in Twilight.
I remember watching an in between the scenes thing on the Daily Show where she like came out onto the stage too, and someone was just like, "Hey, so this isn't really a question, but like, you're my husband's like pass." So, and she was like, "Oh, so you're trying to hook me up with your husband right now?"
I was like, what's up, bro?
And Trevor Noah was just like innocently like, "Pass? What's a pass? What are you talking about?" And she had to explain the whole thing to him. And she was like, I'm not going to do it, but like, I respect the fact that she's trying to help her husband out.
What a bro.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a marriage that'll go the distance.
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to go to bed.
All right, on that note, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to drop us some love. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We need those stars. Thanks for taking a tour of the multiverse, especially the trailer park without the trailer trash. And as always, enjoy your issues.